Shalom. Start out by saying all praise to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rabbakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders and the bishops of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth and this fullness and sincerity. Shalom to the Akim that are out of the full court of the earth, teaching this truth and this fullness and sincerity out of the scriptures of the Holy Bible. Shalom to the Aqua that are out there learning and listening and keeping it silent as the scriptures told you to do, being obedient to the scriptures. Peace and salutation to the hopefully lit of the nation of Israel that are scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. Coming to you today with a lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. This lesson, man, it's kind of, I guess you could say it's kind of, noted on current events and what's going on in real time, just some things that, came to my spirit as far as thinking about, social engineering, and just like how pretty much the society that is amid close to being formulated has been right before our very eyes, man. Decades before there were really a lot of conversation going on about it, on these various social media platforms. But man, that's why you gotta be grateful for, the Holy Spirit when it's, especially because it's dealing with you and it's, made you readily alert and being able to see and being able to understand, the things that are going on in the earth, of the things that are before you of wickedness, man. And I'm just, I'm talking about thinking about, the various things that are connected to how these people basically just, putting these things together, right in front of you, and how you can just be really just like totally in denial or delusioned about what their true agendas are, man. So I got a few videos, man, that I thought was pretty interesting, as the spirit, jumped on me, and afterwards, we were going to the scripture, and hopefully you'll be edified.
Right now I'm going to just read a quote from Edward Mendell House and what he had to say in a private meeting with Woodrow Wilson, president between 1913 and 1921. From the private papers of Woodrow Wilson, quote, "Very soon, every American will be required to register their biological property in a national system designed to keep track of the people, and that will operate under the ancient system of pledging. By such methodology, we can compel people to submit to our agenda, which will affect..."
You hear that? An agenda, man. It's been a. Now you hear this? This woman said 1913, man. But really, we know that this whole idealism of the whole people being one and having this one society to where controlled society, in a sense monitored closely by the powers that be, the hierarchy that rule and run society on the back end, talk about Babylon, man. Babylon, man. But we'll go back into the video, man. We'll get more edification as we go on. Like I said, going to the scripture to filter these things out.
Our security as chargebacks for our fiat paper currency. Every American will be forced to register or suffer not being able to work and earn a living. They will be our chattel, and we will...
Say, man, you see, you how to putting up these definitions right now. That word right there, chattel. Look that up right now, man. Yeah. And that's the thing, man. It's because, Revelation 13, 16. In fact, I'll get that. Yeah. Go ahead. One second. Yeah, we're going to that. The book of Revelation 13 and 16. And it reads, "And he causeth all, both small and great and rich and poor, free and bond." That word bond is, the root word for bondage, which in the whole reality, we all are in bondage, captivity, man. But that's another lesson for another time. We'll start that over. "And he causeth all, both small and great and rich and poor, free and bond to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. 17. And that no man might buy or sell, save he had the mark, Slaki, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. See, that's it right there, man. Just like how it's talking about on this video right now. We're gonna go look up this word, shout out in the Strong's Concordance, man. We're gonna get there right quick. Then we'll continue. In fact, Salaki, we're gonna go look it up. 'Cause we're gonna go look that up in just a minute after we get through looking at some videos. We'll go back and let the video continue to play.
Hold the security interest over them forever by operation of law merchant under the scheme of secured transactions. Americans, by unknowingly or unwittingly delivered the bills of lading to us, will be rendered bankrupt and insolvent, forever to remain economic slaves through taxation secured by their pledges. They will be stripped of their rights and given commercial value, designated to keep us a profit that will be none the wiser. For not one man in a million could ever figure out our plans. And if by accident one or two would figure it out, we have in our arsenal plausible deniability. After all, this is the only logical way to fund government, by floating liens and debt to the registrants in the form of benefits and pledges. This will inevitably reap us huge profits beyond our wildest of expectations, and leave every American a contributor to this fraud, which we will call social insurance. Without realizing it, every American will insure us for any loss we may incur, and in this manner, every American will unknowingly be our servant, however begrudgingly.
And that's how it is right now. It's just like people that don't understand, as far as the word liberty, that word is basically the freedom to move. But you still are a possession. You're not able to just, go get on no train, plane, or boat out of the country without getting permission. You gotta have a passport. You know what I mean? If you want to go to the next damn city, on any of these, government, say vehicles, like a, airplane, a train, or a boat, you have to have permission, man. You have to have something of documentation saying when you going and when you coming back. Like when you buy a damn airplane ticket to go from this state to that state, it's documented on that ticket when you coming back. Or if you're not coming back, it's still documented where you're gonna be on the next location. And then once you be in that location, you still gonna have to sign up as far as you being moved to another residence, you may have to you might get a car, and you're gonna have to register your car in that state. Get you a, soon out the warehouse, you must gonna have to get you a identification card for that state, you know, so that state will recognize you as being, property of citizen, so to speak. Let's continue.
People will become helpless without any hope for their redemption, and we will employ the high office of the president as our dummy corporation to foment this plot against America. Having established plausible deniability, even if people become enlightened that they had a remedy and pursued it, the attorneys, judges, and legislators could claim that they did not understand the people's claims, especially if the technical requirements for achieving it were not followed pursuant to statutory requirements, requiring the public schools to teach civics, government, and history classes out of federally approved, politically correct textbooks written by the publishing houses owned by the owners of the Federal Reserve would assure that the people would not discover the remedy for a long time.
See, so that's basically like letting you see the many agendas that the daughter of Babylon, so-called, labeled as America, the indoctrinated, lies and deception that's going on in this place, man. So all of these things are coming up, So we're gonna go into listen to this woman.
So the latest in this dystopian outrage that is now all of China apparently is I once again cannot buy food. A couple days ago, my uncle and my cousin helped me get a cell phone that is linked to a Chinese bank card so that I could buy anything. But now, apparently, it has been flagged for some reason, and I have to pass facial recognition identity verification, which is insane, because all I want to do is just spend my gift card balance on this debit card.
Now you see what she doing, man, with this facial recognition thing, and then just like to go back right before that, like she talked about, basically she used some relatives to be able to get herself to have some form of a device to have communication and to be able to make purchases, and she got flagged because it wasn't in her name. And see, that's like one of the things as far as with Jake, with our nation, man, they big on that, Okay, if you can't get this light bill in my name, then I'm gonna put it in such and such and such a name, and I'm gonna get my car and I'm gonna put it in his name and her name, and the insurance and yada yada yada. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be eliminated, man. What are you gonna do when you forced to where you're gonna have to, you're gonna have to comply or starve. Comply, you know what I'm saying, or starve. Not be without the very, very harsh limitations on your everyday, necessities that you acquire in life. What are you gonna do? That goes back right there to just read it, Revelation 13, 16, and 17, man. Yeah, it's that's what it's coming down to. People, Israel, speaking to you, man. Especially in this, you 2/3. Say, man, it's finna be hard in the yard, man. you gonna have to make a choice. I mean, me myself, being the hopefully elect, I don't run Ratazar, I am one of the elect. I say, man, my total dependence and reliance is on the Lord, man. Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. Because in the end game, man, it's basically when you talk about having faith in the Most High. But that's the thing too, man. People talk about having this faith, in the Creator, in the Most High, and the different names that they use. One being of God, which simply means power. It's not his name. That's a description of when you're talking about him. It's a description, man. We know he's all knowing, all seeing, all power. By himself. Ain't no other power with him. You know what I'm saying? So when people talk about they have this faith, you see, but we know that faith is gonna be all that you have at the end of the day. It's like what's that Psalms 27:1. I read, the Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? And it's like people they talking precepts of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, but they don't even know the names, man. So it's like you talking in the air. You basically giving reverence to idols, man. Because especially the names been out for some decades now, man, over 30 years. So if the spirit is not guided you, or by way of especially like now the unicorn, which is the internet, man. If you ain't the spirit ain't led you to that, to be in tune, and I mean, it's like me when I first came in this truth, man. Really just like going on 5 years now, and I heard the names, the Yahuwahs, Yahs, and that was the beginning of it though, man. But then it's like the spirit continued to deal with me and led me to the men of GMS, Great Millstone, man. And I received the full clarity of the names and what they meant, and the overall language that they were spoken in, which is the Paleo Hebrew, the first language on the earth, man, that all the nations were speaking before the Most High separated during that era. You see, and we know that his chosen people were the Hebrews, man, the Hebrew Israelites. Yahushua was a Hebrew Israelite, man, from the tribe of Judah, a so-called black man. So I mean, people gotta pay attention, man. If the spirit is trying to deal with you and trying to, you need to pray, and develop that fear. Just like the scripture say, the beginning fear is the beginning of let's just go get it, man. Let's just go get that right quick. Fear is the beginning of knowledge, of wisdom, man. book of Proverbs, fear, Salakia, Proverbs 9 and 10, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the Holy One is understanding. You see? And the precept of that is Proverbs 10 and 27. The fear of the Lord prolongs days, but the years of the wicked shall be shortened. You know? It's like what's going on the earth right now. This world is being cut out, man. Because it's the ending of an eon, man. You know, the people that are in rulership, their time is about to expire, man. You know, and a new kingdom shall come in and reign, which is the kingdom of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. You know, King David under Yahweh Shai, and the righteous judges. You know, 144 elect, and the innumerable multitude. You know, that's what's coming, man. You know, so we'll go.
I can't believe I'm doing this. I have to open my mouth. Oh my God. Terrifying. Oh. And of course, because it was my cousin who set this up for me, I did not pass certification. I guess it's a good thing that the Chinese app is not racist. But now I once again can't buy anything.
You see what she said? She ain't able to make no person. This is right now. It ain't, and chaos ain't even just totally broke out yet, man. And this is what's going on right now. It's gonna be mandatory here in a little bit, man. And it's actually already over here too, man. You know, it's just not implemented in such a way as, you know, China got it going on over there. You know.
In China, if they criticize the government, talk shit about anything, like, you can't buy plane tickets. You're not going anywhere.
This is already happening in the United States. If you have a website that is too conservative, too crazy, whatever, then you can't get a bank account. You can't use any of the payment systems. They literally debank you so you can't receive money. If you have a podcast or you do anything with advertising, that is a wedge. You know, people will go after your advertisers and use that as a wedge. Well, you know what that's like. To bring you down. It's already kind of here. That's not a good thing. You know, we have to resist that.
In China.
See, I mean, that's just talking about, you know, pretty much just like the thing with T-Mobile. They said it was gonna start at the beginning of the year, which would be presumably 10 days in, going on 10 days or whatever. Yeah, I mean 9 days from the first. Said basically they gonna be you know, looking at what you text. So I mean that pretty much lets you know that we being monitored, man. It's just basically they came out and just straight up told you. That's that whole thing, that whole part of gradualism, man. Go look that word up if you don't know what it means. Yeah, pretty much. You know, it's a gradual process of movement that's arriving and that's will be totally here in a minute, man. You know, basically they show you the little parts and bits of what's, you know, totally to come. You know, what the parts of the whole agenda is. You know, look like avenues, you know, so to speak.
Social credit score, it's already here. The government just hasn't officially announced it yet. Congressman Thomas Massey warned against keeping E-Verify in the proposed bill, and he said that if a social credit score system was ever adopted, a national E-Verify would be the perfect tool to control who gets to participate in society. Isn't that the point? He even said it could be used to enforce federal medicine mandates. Now, you know what I'm trying to say. I have to censor myself. Sorry, but you get the point. But as long as this act contains the E-Verify, it's laying the groundwork for a dystopian future where the federal government could roll out a social credit score system, or, like I said, employment restrictions for those who refuse federally mandated medicines or any other mandates that they want to roll out, anything that they can dream up. And it's going to happen faster than you think. In fact, the social credit score, it's already here. The government just hasn't officially announced it yet.
See, I mean, that's like you look at that word mandate. That's the root word for, mandatory. These things are going to be made to be mandatory for you to comply or, be ruled out of society, basically. You're gonna be eliminated from doing the things of the norm that you are used to doing every day. One of them things is being able to eat. Like you heard the lady say in the last video, she couldn't even go to the damn store. Go get nothing to eat. Go buy some water. These type of things, man. So I mean, that's at the top. That's at the top of your margin of doing things day by day. Is being able to eat. Being able to have a glass of water, a bottle of water, whatever you want. However you want to call it. And it's these things. I mean, it's basically been, the conversation's been on it every day. They got these, they got these fancy words that they use, you say broad and ambiguous terms of speaking, when they talking about these things, and you seeing it unfold right before your eyes, But you got people that's so down delusional and just out of the loop of understanding, man. But just like that scripture say, let's go get it right quick, man. He that wanders out of well understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead, man. Yeah. Book of Proverbs. Yeah. Again, the book of Proverbs 21, 16 through 18. And it reads, the man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. He that loveth pleasure shall be a poor man. He that loveth wine and oil shall not be rich. The wicked shall be a ransom for the righteous, and the transgressors for the upright. So that's basically, talking on the precepts of, you not trying to adhere to this truth and the warnings that are being, constantly, consistently, day by day, man, all through the day, by the prophets of the Lord, man. These various men that are on these platforms letting you know what's going on, man. Letting you know what's going on, what's unfolding, and what's to come, what's already happening right now in your face, you know. But you got the, especially, especially these women. They be on these social media platforms, man, and trying to be content moderators and trying to get they likes up so they can get this down currency that's basically finna be obsolete, man. So I mean, none of these women, they ain't paying attention to what's going on over there with the BRICS nation and the BRICS currency and all that unfolding right now. Before they day by day, move as they live it, or rather I say existing, cause basically, you ain't living it if you ain't got this truth in you dead from the neck up, man. Pretty much, you dead from the neck up, And so, pretty much that's that Revelation 13 and 16 and 17 though, man. That's what's going on. That's the road right now. That the elites are, they building fast, man. They know they only got a short time, man, to try to unveil the enterprise, which is the NWO. Pretty much. That's their agenda, man. And they think that they gonna get to, it's gonna get started, but it's gonna be rudely interrupted by, World War III and Yahweh Hashem Yahushua coming with the chariots, man, to complete the destruction of this place, man. So it's like you gotta be circumspect, man. I'm gonna go pull it up though too. Pull it up. Gotta be circumspect, not as food, but as wise. That's that book of Ephesians 5:15 through 16, and it reads, "See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil," man. We living in perilous times, man. When perilous means dangerous, So it's a whole lot of uncertainty going on, man. You don't know if you're gonna be just like that song, GK had. One day you here, and the next day you gone. You know what I mean? And it's a second by second play. If you go, especially, but the thing about it is, the most important thing and the most valuable thing is having this truth, man. Having this truth, because when you got this truth, you got life, man. You ain't holding on to nothing. You don't got nothing going on, man, without this truth. You, like I said a while ago, man, you pretty much you dead from the neck up, man. You spiritually dead. You're a dead man, walking, so to speak. So really, man, that's the thing. That's the thing to be in tune in. Stop being so docile and so distracted that you're not able to, have any other type of, look and thoughts and vision of, the things that are going on and how it's going to affect you, because everybody's going to be affected, especially, starting, with Jake, because Jacob's trouble. We are the center of attention. Jacob's trouble, because it's gonna start with us, as Most High said. He said he was gonna deal with us, because he the only nation, that he gave the law, statutes, and commandments to, which is the Hebrew Israelites, man. the 12 tribes of Israel, you know. So basically, man, just be diligent, you know. I'm gonna get that scripture too. Man. That's very important. That's a very important scripture right there. All the scriptures are important, man. But you know, it's ones that stick out that make a very high reference to what's going on today, and what type of mindset you need to be in. Okay. 2 Peter 1:10 and 11, and it reads, "Wherefore, the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if ye do these things, ye shall never fall. For so an entrance shall be ministered unto you abundantly into the everlasting kingdom of the Lord and the Savior Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Yahweh Shah." Salakia Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. You see? So, you know, that's what you gotta be on your P's and Q's, man. Spiritually. You know, not carnally, not walking in the flesh, but walking in the spirit, man. Cause I mean, overall, you know, it's that constant battle that you're going through, that that's happening with, concerning the flesh and the spirit, man. It's an everyday battle, starting with yourself, so that's pretty much all I had, man, on that for today. Listen, just want to say, all praise, to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rabu Kakodash. Peace and salutation to the hopefully lit that are scattered abroad. Just remain, focused. Even in your quiet time, when the spirit is dealing with you, remain focused, man. Stay in tune with this walk, man. This righteous walk, the straight gate, So, to the next lesson, it's your brother Akam One. Say, Shalom, DTA, and the Bible Ball.